In the year 1247, somewhere between the mountains of Bavaria and the slow green rivers of southern France, there stood a monastery called St. Aldrich's Rest. It was not a famous place. No great battles were fought near it. No kings were born within its walls. It sat quietly on a gentle hill, surrounded by lavender fields and old apple trees, and the 12 monks who lived there spent their days copying manuscripts, tending their garden, and going to bed shortly after the sun did. It was by all accounts a perfectly unremarkable place until the box arrived. It came on a gray October morning, carried by a lone rider who gave no name. The box was small, no bigger than a loaf of bread, wrapped in dark cloth and sealed with wax the color of dried blood. The rider handed it to Brother Tomas, the youngest monk, said only, "Keep it still and keep it quiet," and rode away without looking back. Brother Tomas brought it to Abbot Clement, the oldest and wisest man in the monastery, who had seen enough of the world to know that some things were better left unopened. He opened it anyway. Inside, resting on a bed of black velvet, was a crown, small, simple. It looked like something a blacksmith's apprentice might have made on a slow afternoon. And yet, every monk who looked at it felt it immediately, a strange heaviness behind the eyes, a pulling sensation deep in the chest, like the crown was asking something of them, not demanding, not threatening, simply asking. Abbot Clement closed the box and said 3 words. Put it away. The crown was placed in the lowest room of the monastery's stone tower, behind a locked door, wrapped again in its dark cloth. Brother Tomas was given the key. He was chosen, Clement said, because he was the least ambitious man in the building. Ambitious men will want to study it, the old abbot said quietly. Simple, good men will simply leave it alone. Brother Tomas was 23 years old. He had entered the monastery at 16, had never owned anything of value, and genuinely preferred gardening to theology. He accepted the key the way he accepted most things, quietly, without fuss, and with a small nod. He kept it for 51 years. Over those decades, people came for the crown. A duke from the north sent 3 knights with a letter sealed in gold. A cardinal arrived in person, traveling 3 days through winter rain. Once, a woman with silver eyes and no shadow came to the gate at midnight and simply stood there until morning, then left without a word. Brother Tomas turned them all away, not with anger, not with fear, simply with the steady, immovable patience of a man who had decided long ago that his answer was no. He never opened the box himself, not once, not even on the nights when the pulling sensation drifted up through the stone floor and settled in his chest like a question he couldn't quite hear. He would sit with it for a moment, breathe slowly, then go back to sleep. He died at 74 in his small bed in the room he had slept in for over 50 years. The lavender was blooming outside his window. The apple trees were heavy with fruit. He left a single note with the key, in handwriting so small and careful, it looked like it had been written by someone who wanted to get every word exactly right. It said, "I never knew what it wanted. I decided that was fine. Some things do not need to be understood. They only need to be left in peace. I hope whoever reads this is as unbothered by mystery as I learned to be. It gets easier with time." Like most things, Brother Tomas, the box was buried with him as he had requested. The lavender field grew unusually well that year. It has ever since